TikTok could soon disappear in the United States unless the platform's China-based parent company, ByteDance, sells TikTok to a U.S. e-commerce-based company by Sunday, January 19th. The app will go dark for millions of users. A host of politicians and celebrities, from President-elect Donald Trump to YouTube star Mr. Beast, are offering to save the app before that deadline arrives. TikTok itself hopes that the Supreme Court will intervene and delay or cancel the ban. TikTok is used by more than 170 million people each month in the U.S., but has faced intense scrutiny over national security concerns due to ByteDance's proximity to the Chinese government, which the U.S. considers a foreign adversary. It's for those reasons that Congress passed bipartisan legislation last year, giving TikTok 9 months to divest from ByteDance. The legislation only requires that the app be removed from U.S. servers like the App Store and Google, but reports from within TikTok suggest that it will take the app completely offline on Sunday. TikTok alternative Rednote has issues of its own. Ahead of the ban, TikTok users are heading to rival Rednote in droves. It has led to its own funny cultural exchange and interactions between the Chinese users who have been on there for a while and the Americans who are fleeing to it, but Rednote might have its own problems. It too is Chinese-owned, and there is limited information about how it might be using data. Indeed, CBS News is reporting that it could be banned under the same rules as TikTok. This appears to be the kind of app that the statute would apply to and could face the same restrictions as TikTok if it's not divested. CBS said that it had been told by an unnamed U.S. official. The law that banned TikTok is called the Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary-Controlled Applications Act. While it does mention TikTok explicitly, it also, as its name suggests, covers other apps from China and other countries such as Iran. TikTok boss will go to Trump's inauguration. Chu, TikTok's chief executive, will attend the inauguration of Donald Trump, according to the New York Times. What's more, he'll be given a special seat in a position of honor. That gives further credence to suggestions that the ban might be overturned by Donald Trump, who has done well on the platform and is said to be racing with Joe Biden to find a solution to the block. But Trump does not come into power until Monday, and the deadline is up on Sunday, so Trump might not be able to act in time, even if he does want to. TikTok hit by privacy complaint in Europe. As TikTok deals with the looming deadline on Sunday, it has been hit by more criticism. This time in Europe, it, along with 5 other Chinese services, are part of an EU privacy complaint. Here's the latest from Reuters. TikTok, Shein, Xiaomi, and 3 other Chinese companies were named in a privacy complaint filed on Thursday by Austrian advocacy group Neub, which claimed the firms were unlawfully sending European Union user data to China. Neub is known for filing complaints against American companies such as Apple, Alphabet, and Meta, which has led to several investigations and billions of dollars in fines. Neub has filed 6 complaints in 4 European countries for suspension of data transfers to China and is seeking fines that can reach up to 4% of a firm's global revenue. Neub said Alibaba's e-commerce site, AliExpress, retailer Shein, TikTok, and phone maker Xiaomi admit to sending Europeans' personal data to China, while retailer Temu and Tencent's messenger app, WeChat, transfer data to undisclosed third countries, likely China. Under European Union's General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, privacy regime, data transfers outside the EU are only allowed if the destination country doesn't undermine the protection of data. Given that China is an authoritarian surveillance state, it is crystal clear that China doesn't offer the same level of data protection as the EU, said Cleanthe Sardelli, a data protection lawyer at Neub. Transferring Europeans' personal data is clearly unlawful and must be terminated immediately. Chinese companies, notably ByteDance-owned TikTok, have been facing off with regulators in various countries. TikTok is planning to shut its app for U.S. users from Sunday, when a federal ban on the social media app is due to come into effect. The European Commission is also investigating TikTok over its suspected failure to limit election interference, notably in the Romanian presidential vote in November,